Crisis. Wike attacks Makinde and others. Says he'll fight on. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, has labelled the Governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, as the architect of the crisis in the People's Democratic Party (PDP). In his statement shared with our reporters, Mr. Wike highlighted specific allegations against Mr. Makinde, which he said contributed to sustaining the crisis in the largest opposition party. The minister, for instance, accused Mr. Makinde, his former ally, of conniving with other party leaders to sabotage agreements reached to resolve the PDP crisis. He noted that since the 2023 general elections, the People's Democratic Party had been battling crises, which he claimed were caused by a lack of trust and honesty among party leaders. Mr. Wike, who led the G5-Governors, said to tackle the crisis, he and other members of the group held a meeting in Lagos State. Mr. Makinde was a member of the G5, a group of the PDP governors aggrieved with the party's 2023 presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and the then party national chairman and chairperson Inyochia Ayu. In that meeting, I made it clear to the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, said that Makinde was the architect of our PDP problems, pointing out to him that non-adherence to the agreements reached was the bane of the party and that he was the chief culprit of this anomaly. At the end of the meeting, we resolved to bury the hatchet and make progress, Mr. Wike said. The minister said a follow-up meeting was subsequently held at Saraki's guest house in Abuja, where top PDP leaders, including the party's acting national chairperson, Bala Muhammadu, were present. He said although tensions rose when he accused Mr. Muhammadu of reneging on previous agreements, the party leadership later resolved on a number of issues. Mr. Wike said the resolution included that Samuel Anyanwu should remain the National Secretary of the PDP in tandem with Supreme Court judgment, and all litigation relating to Rivers State must be withdrawn by the National Legal Advisor. He said that at another meeting held in Bauchi State, PDP leadership set up a committee headed by Mr. Saraki to resolve all other lingering and pending issues in the party. It is disheartening to note that even before the Bukola Saraki Reconciliation Committee began its work, the gentleman's agreement we reached at Saraki's guest house was already being crudely violated. To my chagrin, Seyi Makinde had connived with Peter Amba of Enugu State to orchestrate the summoning of the meetings of so-called Southeast leaders to recommend that if Sunday Udokoyi was not adopted as the National Secretary, they will pull out of the PDP. I have since granted an interview to the effect that resolution of the Southeast leaders cannot hold, the minister further stated. Again, Seyi Makinde organized some people in the National Secretary to insist that the Deputy National Secretary should act as National Secretary in violations of the agreement earlier reached. Mr. Wike lamented that Makinde and Muhammad allegedly portrayed as rejected the letters confirming the candidacy of the PDP governorship candidate in the forthcoming elections in Anambra State, despite being duly signed by Mr. Anyanwu. All these actions are in complete violations of the agreement reached and would not do the party any good whatsoever, he stated. The minister further said a properly attended zonal elective congress of the PDP was aborted because the letter inviting INEC to the congress was signed by the party's deputy national secretary instead of Mr. Anyanwu. INEC refused to attend because the proper signatory recognized by law, that is Senator Samuel Anyanwu, was not a signatory to the invitation notice. This is undeniably distasteful, provocative and annoying to say the least, he said. Mr. Wike is officially a member of the PDP, although he serves in the APC administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has been accused of deliberately sabotaging the PDP to the benefit of the Tinubu's administration, but has always maintained that he is a loyal member and benefactor of the PDP. In this statement, Mr. Wike said he has decided to fight on within the opposition party until justice is attained. Most importantly, I had thought that we could keep the trust amongst us, but since it is now obvious that they would continue to play games to the detriment of the party, as is the case in the current debacle in the North Central zonal elections, I have now firmly decided to pull out of all the agreements hitherto reached. I have decided to fight on until justice is attained, he said. The former Rivers State governor boasted that none of the PDP leaders allegedly stoking the crisis had performed better than him sustaining the party. What is more painful is that I contributed substantially to most of these governors winning their elections, yet I have not made any personal demands on any of them. and I would never do so, he said. There has been an intense contest about who is the authentic national secretary of the PDP between Anyanwu and Udo Koye. This is the backdrop of what is going on. The contest, which is tearing the party apart, has reached various courts, including the Nigerian Supreme Court. Mr. Anyanwu, the substantive occupant of the position, had stepped aside to contest in the 11th November 2023 Imo State governorship election on the PDP platform, but lost to the incumbent governor Hope Uzodinma of the APC. He did not, however, submit a letter of resignation from the national secretary position of the party. Meanwhile, in October 2023, some weeks before the Imo elections, the leadership of the PDP in the Southeast nominated Mr. Udo Okoye to replace Mr. Anyanwu as the party national secretary. It was reported that the position of the national secretary was zoned to the Southeast by the PDP in 2021 ahead of the party's national convention on 30th October of that year. In the heat of the debate, a high court in Enugu State in October 2023 ordered the PDP to replace Mr. Anyanwu as the party's national secretary, with Mr. Udo Okoye, the former PDP national youth leader, filed the suit. The PDP's NWC had countered the order in a motion filed on the 24th of October 2023. In the motion, the NWC asked the court to set aside the order, arguing that it was obtained by fraud and suppressions of material facts, and also faulted the order for not being specific about what position Mr. Udo Okoye should fill. In another twist, earlier in January 2024, a federal high court in Abuja declared Mr. Anyanwu as a valid national secretary of PDP. The judge, Inyang Ekwo, also restrained the national leadership of the PDP from appointing any person as its acting. Recall that Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has declared that he possesses the capacity to lead Nigeria as president come 2027. Makinde made this known during an appearance on Channels Television Politics Today. He emphasized that his achievements as governor have proven his ability to occupy the nation's highest office. I don't have any doubts that I have the capacity to occupy the highest office in this land, and I have what it takes, he said. However, Makinde noted that while he believes in his ability, he remains uncertain about whether again it aligns with the will of the people or his party at that time. But is it what I want to do right now? Is it what Nigerians are asking for? Is it what my party will say we should do? I do not know. We still have a long time to go, he added. The governor stressed that the immediate priority for leaders of the People's Democratic Party is to rebuild and stabilize the party. Where we are right now is, we must fix our party. You must have a platform for you to even aspire to be anything, Makinde stated. He also asserted his commitment to purposeful governance and rejected populist politics, saying no one would dictate his political directions. Right now, I am focusing what they have given to me, the task ahead of us, and so I'm not distracted and I will not place on politics, he said. Makinde made it clear that any future political move he makes will be rooted in thorough preparation and a strong sense of responsibility. One thing you should expect from Seyi Makinde is that he will never come out to say, look, I want to do this, do XYZ without preparation and without being held accountable for whatever it is. Reflecting on his political journey, Makinde said he was content with how far he has come. If political journey ends right here, I'm very happy. When I joined politics in 2007, I wanted to go to the Senate. I wanted to be a senator. But now, not only have I achieved more than being the governor of my state, I've also cherished the opportunity that people give to me to make my own little difference.